Welcome back to Crop Chop and Grow. I'm Joe. Today we're going to be taking a look at the girls, the Poppin Fire Grow. We're flipping to flower. That's right, flipping to flower. Let's hop into it. Alright guys, so that's right, we're flipping to flower. All the girls are looking really good in there. I feel like it's getting a little bit warm. We're hitting like a 4-day kind of heat wave coming up. Today was 80 degrees. The next few days is going to be 85 to 90 degrees. So got to get the AC in at some point this week. But anyway, girls are looking good. Everything's looking really, really promising. They're way bigger than the last grow, but I'm afraid of vertical space at this point, like I am with other grows in the past. But these girls are getting kind of tall and I don't want them to hit the light or me kind of run out of vertical room. So we're gonna flip to flower a little bit earlier than I anticipated, but that's okay. That means that we'll get our bud earlier than anticipated, and I'm fine with that. But enough of my jibber jabber, and we're gonna jump into the tent. We're gonna show you guys the girls. Everybody's looking really, really good. And then we'll kind of go through each one like we always do, and we'll flip to flower. All right guys, here's the girls. Everybody's looking really, really good. A little bit tall on some of them, like I was saying in the beginning of the video, but that's okay. We got the doubleberry muff saver in the beginning right here. The front, we have the doubleberry muff saver. The only thing I'm gonna say about her is that she's not as tall as everybody else, but just as healthy, just as vigorous. She's branching out like crazy behind there, if you guys can see that. We got to get the rest of these plants out of here, by the way. Gonna give some of these to my dad, some to my brother. We're basically getting rid of them all, so they won't be in here anymore. Tomatoes are looking really good. We're gonna be putting those outside soon. But the doubleberry muff saver is looking really, really nice green, branching out like a beast. Hopefully we get everything looking a little bit nicer when it starts to flower out height-wise, because I don't want all the rest of these to kind of overshadow her. I know that they're a little bit taller, but hopefully everything will be on kind of like an even keel once we get to flower, and this will sort of kind of come up a little bit more, even though I know the rest of these skyscrapers are just gonna go to the ceiling. That's kind of why I was talking about flowering sooner than later, because they are branching out. They are looking very beautiful, but these leaves are just ginormous, if you guys can see. So moving over to the bomb fruit. Bomb fruit's looking really, really nice. She's gonna have a lot of nice tops on her. I know it 100%. The main cola is going to be absolutely beautiful. I can just see it already by the thickness of the stem. It's just blowing my mind. Like I was just saying, leaves out of this world, gigantic. I just can't believe it. The only other plant that I've seen leaves like that on is the Mountaintop Mint from Humboldt Seed Company. If you guys haven't grown that one's one of my favorite strains of all time. Amazing grow. The leaves are like gigantic. More actually like the leaves back there, but we'll get there in a second. But giant leaves, looking beautiful. Serrations are looking nice. The only thing that I'm seeing kind of sort of is that we're getting a little bit of kind of leaf curl sort of on the edges of these leaves here, and I'm not really sure what that's about. Hopefully it's not too much nutrients or anything like that. We're not going to feed them again right now when we flip the flower. We just fed them last week, so I feel like everything's going to be pretty good until maybe week 2 of flower. We'll see how that kind of goes, but once we get everything kind of situated, week 1, week 2, we'll probably feed them again, do another little top dressing, give them some build-a-flower and stuff like that. So we'll get into that in the later videos, but right now we're going to be moving on to the fruit punch, which is just looking absolutely amazing. The green on this girl is just beautiful. She's looking amazing, absolutely branching out like a beast. She's not really, I was just going to say she's not really showing too many pistil hairs, because I haven't seen really any. And we know she's a girl. Like, obviously, S1 seeds will be female, but I just saw a few on her. I can zoom in, I guess, but like sort of in there, if you guys can kind of make that out in there. I don't know if that's doing justice. Somewhere in there. We got some pistil hairs popping, so that's good news. It doesn't really matter. I'm sure it'll be a girl no matter what, but just to see those pistil hairs is a relief. And on the back one there, we're going to jump in there and look at her together, because I think I can see one, but it's crazy that she doesn't have any pistil hairs whatsoever yet, where the rest of the girls here are looking absolutely coated in them. Maybe not coated, but they have them kind of poking out of most areas right now. Moving over to the grapefruit emoji, she is just looking absolutely beautiful as well. My goodness, look at the praying on these leaves. The leaves aren't as huge as some of the other strains, but she's getting just as tall. absolutely coated in these pistil hairs. I can see 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 from here. I don't know if you guys can make them out, probably not, but oh well, that's super zoomed out. Sorry, I wasn't even looking at the camera. Yeah, you probably still can't even make it out. Anyway, she's looking really good. And as you guys can see, the little in-between canopy that I got going on right here, that basically, I want to spread these girls out just a little bit to give them more space to kind of branch out and things like that. So we'll see how that works out, but we're not going to do that in this video. We're going to probably do that next week, maybe the week after. I just want to get them flipped to flower basically, because I know these hot days are coming, and if the light isn't on for that much longer, even though it'll be a little bit higher intensity, if it's not on for that much longer, at least it won't be as hot in this room. So that's kind of my thought process with that. Plus, I don't want to start flowering in like July, you know what I mean? Like I don't want to flower in the hottest months of the summer. I want to finish in the hottest months of the summer. So if we start now, we should be done by the time July rolls around and finishes basically. So we don't have to sit between like the July, August kind of heat. I mean, we'll probably be right in the middle of it, won't we, actually? So it is what it is. We'll kind of go through it. Hopefully drying isn't that bad. Drying in the summer, oh my God, get me out of here. You know what I'm talking about? Anyway, we got thick watermelon to the right over here, branching out, looking crazy. They're actually growing over each other right now. Maybe I should move them over a little bit sooner than I thought. This one, the only thing I need to say about that is that the leaf tip burns, or whatever that is. I'm not really sure why that's happening. It might be nutrient kind of burns, kind of like over nutrient deliverance on my part. That might be what that is, but yeah, it shouldn't be an under deliverance, because I've been giving them like pretty good amounts of our worm castings and the actual dry amendments mixed in with the water and sprayed upon them and whatnot. So hopefully everything with that turns out well, because she's looking a little rough, but I think she'll turn the corner. She'll probably bounce right back. And if you guys can see this over here, my goodness, look how big those leaves are. That's the Gorilla Mega Stank, looking absolutely beautiful. She's branching out. She has lots of branches coming through, looking amazing. I can't wait to have this girl start to flower out. Let's take a look to see if we can find that hair. All right, I'm gonna zoom in using my arm as a tripod here. Can you guys see right in there? Is that a hair or is that not a hair? I don't know. It looks like it's going to be, but I'm not sure if it is. So I guess we'll still wait and see how that's going to turn out. I really hope the Gorilla Mega Stank is not a boy. If that turns into a boy, I'm going to be thoroughly upset. So hopefully that's a girl. Fingers crossed. That is definitely a girl, putting it out there. But everything else is looking really, really good. So I feel like just, you know, flipping a flower won't be too bad either, because they're in really good health right now. And the last thing that we'll do before we finish out this video and flip these girls to flower is we're going to take a few clones of each. We're not going to do a ton, but I at least want to do 2 of each, and we'll see how that goes. We don't have to do the fruit punch, obviously, but everything else we'll do, and hopefully we get a good clone. So let's do that right now. I was not planning on that, but I think I have a plan in mind. Alright guys, so we got 2 clones of each strain in these cups. I labeled them, everything's looking pretty decent right now. We got some horticultural aloe in there with some water, just regular tap water. We'll see how they go. And then I think after 24 hours or so, we'll puck them up into the little coco core kind of like little puck things that expand in water. Those are really good for cloning in my opinion. Not so great for breaking down after cloning, but it is what it is. Usually I try to kind of rip them out of it if I can. It's not the best for breaking down after cloning, so I'm still looking for another solution that is kind of an all-in-one sort of puck like that, but it doesn't have problems breaking down with the wrapping on the outside. The only thing I'm going to say is I'm going to put these girls off to the side, just ambient light, nothing too crazy on them at all. They do need a little bit of light just for the root growth, but they don't need any kind of light trying to push plant growth. So if you guys are cloning, low light, that's the way to go in my opinion. But yeah, we got all of them looking really good. I can't wait to see if they start to pop roots soon or not. Hopefully they do. Also, side note guys, while I was taking everything down, the grapefruit emoji smells amazing. It's the stem rub, I don't know what it is, it smells like old school weed. If you guys remember that from like, you know, early 2000s or so, that's what it smells like. It blew me away for a second. I was like, whoa, no way. So I'm really excited about that now. That's gonna be super, super cool. But yeah, guys, everything's looking really good. Hopefully in the next week or so, we'll start to see some of those pistol hairs popping and everything. The last thing to do is to go into the ACInfinity app and then change our time scheduling here. So usually we do 4 a.m. to 10 p.m. What I'm gonna do is do 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. All right, guys, so as you can see, we just switched it 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. I don't know if you guys can see that. 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. We got the light sitting at a 3 right now. We're gonna do that for about a few days or so, and then we'll bump the light up to about a 4, maybe a 5. We'll see how the par is at that point. But these girls are looking really good sitting at a 3 with the Evo 8. And they're not super close to it, so I feel like the par is at a really good spot right now. They're looking really good. Right now, guys, officially, we're flipped 12-12 for the Poppin Fire Community Grow. I'm so excited about it. I'm taking these tomatoes out. I'm taking those other plants out right now. And then we're basically, this tent is strictly for the Poppin Fire strains that I have right here. Looking absolutely beautiful. I can't wait. It's going to be so, so awesome to see all these buds start to form. All right, guys, so we flipped to flower. Everything's looking really good in there. Like I just said, we're going to probably intense the light over the next few days or so. I just don't want to like kind of burn them out right as we flip to flower. So I would say over the next 2-3 days, we'll probably put it up to a 4. Glad that I took clones. I wasn't planning on doing that, but now I'm actually, fingers crossed, I'm really happy I did that, because just in case we get a keeper in this, I have it ready to go, and we're gonna probably grow it in the next grow with some of the other Poppin Fire strains. If you guys haven't seen any of that from Mr. Q, I'm super excited for those. Those are gonna be really cool. And I'm really itchy because all the plants rubbed up against my arms, so that's fantastic. Anyway, guys, I hope you guys liked the video. If you do, comment, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you're notified whenever we drop a new video, whether it's vegging plants, flowering plants, seeds, seed to harvest. Poppin Fire Community Grow. It's gonna be the best community grow. I'm just like, I'm all over it. I'm so excited. These girls are just exploding with growth in my tent. I'm just super, super happy about it, and really, really thankful that I've been a part of this grow, because it's blowing my mind how great these genetics are. I hope you guys have started your seeds already, because I'm almost into flower, and I hope you guys are following behind me, because it's gonna be so much fun seeing what you guys grow, all the grow setups that you guys have, everything to kind of get the plants towards the end goal. I'm just like, I'm so excited to see everybody's grow to the finish. That's what I can't wait. It's just going to be so cool to do it with the whole community and everything. So super, super cool. And on that note, I hope your garden's doing well. I hope you're doing well, and I'll see you guys in the next video.